Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I'm your host, Nash888, and today we have another casted FFA game to get into here. So I will be spawning on the island. It is an island map indeed. Once again, we've been finding these so often lately, and we can see some players just not lucky in their situations. Let's take a look at each player's perspective here. We already have a couple surrenders, guys, so we're going to slow things down and select each player. So yellow has left. Teal is good. Blue is on an island with no wood. He is done. Green is on an island with nothing at all, and he is done. Poor green. That's just sad. This player is on an island with another player. So we will observe this situation first, I think. And red also seems to have left. Yeah, so red is left. And pink and purple are fighting over this island. So let's go ahead and speed things back up to normal time. And we will get into this situation here. So yellow and pink both opting for a tower. Yellow, of course, starting his sooner. Now this is, to me, seems a bit questionable because there's only 2 trees on this island. So it's hard to imagine that putting in. I guess you're zoning out the trees from the other player is the idea here. Is what pink has realized, and purple a little bit too late. By having the access to these 2 trees, it's really your only way to secure victory. But now that both players are here, it seems there is no hope for either one with the tower going up. So let's see, purple is going to go ahead. Oh, purple, move your bills. Come on, purple. Yep. Silly purple, okay. Oh, he's pulled all vills out of, a huge mistake here by purple, pulling all vills out of the tower. And yeah, he's just realized it now. A little bit, I mean, it's hard to adapt to this situation. It looks like he's just given up, so now pink will have free reign here. And we'll see if pink gets enough lumber. I think he... Let's take a look at pink's perspective here. So pink has 50 lumber left. He's gonna have 2 trees, so I think he's gonna be good to get a transport boat, but man, this is not a good position, right? Anyways, blue has picked up a kill. However, I think blue will soon realize that he cannot do anything, right? Well, he has 200 wood. Okay, so he can build a dock and a transport boat, I believe. That should be in, no, maybe not the transport boat. I think it's 150 for the dock, right? Most, depending on your civ, but most civs it's 150. And he has to build a house too. Oh, yeah. So wait, yeah. So he's already. I think he'll soon realize that he's out of this game, out of this situation. Right. So pink picks up a free kill. He's gonna get this lumber, and now he's gonna have enough, I think. Yeah. I've got a nice little island here, but also having a tree problem, as you can see, just a few trees on my island. But I think teal has the optimal spawn here, right? He's got a full forest, he's got gold, maybe no stone like I've got here, but you know, I mean, pink both have, but I think, yeah. So it's looking pretty good so far for us. We got a situation where we're able to get some fishing boats out right away. Oh, really, these other players a little bit farther behind on that situation, which is interesting. But I am playing Delhi, which is not really like a civ that I think that I like to have on water. It's definitely not an optimal situation. There are things that are nice about it for sure. Looks like they have an interesting upgrade here on the docks called the salvaged materials. So whenever they kill an enemy unit, Baglaws heal 30 health. So Baglaw is this, it's the ballista ship. Interesting. But it looks like pink's gonna pick up this kill. He can't afford his transport boat, just barely. So hopefully he'll realize he needs to do that in time. And then blue finally realizes, oh wait, yep, no trees, no lumber. I can't do anything here at all. So pink picks up this kill. I think he got a second kill now, maybe? Is that what happened? Was there another king over here? No, maybe not. But he just killed the first king on his island here. He's already relocated, so he's looking good. Teal looking great already with a bunch of fishing boats here. But we're all kind of stuck on this, like right next to each other. Which is interesting. We're all pretty close to each other. So I'm kind of like wedged in here. As you can see on the positioning, I'm the unfortunate spot. I could probably get these two islands here. But as far as, you know, accessing any other part of this map, I'm going to have to run past my opponents, and it's not likely that's going to be a thing for me. So pink is looks like he's sending out the con. I do believe I scouted this. I was sending a transport boat to kind of scout and see what was going on. I did already relocate some of my villas to this other island because I needed more trees. It's going to be an important one. We do have a neutral docks here on Blue's base. We'll see if any of the players are able to capitalize on that situation. Don't believe I ever scouted this situation over here in this game. But right now, we're doing pretty well. Teal is definitely doing the best with all these free access to wood he has, so he's definitely ahead. Pink, however, does have a kill, which is good. And you know, a lot of players left, so what I should be doing is hunting down king kills. But we see there's the blue king was over here. But as far as other kings, I'm not sure where they're going to be located. Let's take a look around this map. I think we're definitely missing some kings here. Okay, there's one here. Pink is now scouting with his con, I believe. Yep. Not a lot of kings, actually. A lot of them already been picked off. I think Pink might already have two somehow. Not on my islands, unfortunately. Oh, here's the king. A king. Oh, this is Pink's king. Okay. Huh, so wow, already most of the kings are gone. And we see, what was the island? Oh yeah, there's a king here on this little island, this poor little guy. So 3 kings right over here. And we'll see how many of these Pink... I think Pink has scouted this one. I'm surprised he hasn't killed it, so... Maybe he just doesn't want to kill it yet. Or maybe he didn't notice it. Not quite sure. He's probably just scouting for resources mostly, but looks like he's sending his con out. Look for kings or resources, or just scout every island and see what's going on. Since you have that free con anyways, you might as well, I suppose. Alright. So, I'm back in this game. I'm going to be quickly aging up with all this food that I'm getting. Already starting age 3 landmark. But I'm getting attacked now by Teal. And Teal is sending he's made a bunch of hulks and galleys. And he's going to be coming in here. Quite a big naval fleet, which I'm not really prepared for. So I'm going to be abandoning this side of the island for now. Let him take that. I'm trying to get a arrow set up, but you can see he already has such a big navy here already. Very early pressure coming out from Teal, unfortunately. Definitely something you want to consider doing on these island maps. If you can dominate the sea, then you'll just win the game. The problem is, of course, doing this to one player. You know, another player is gonna, you know, be booming up and might get even more powerful ships later in the game, right? So you kind of have to be careful with that. But right now, we got age 3, well, almost at age 3. And let's see what Pink is doing. So Pink is setting up outposts on most of these islands that he's found. Scouting with his con. So he is just scouting. I don't think when I was playing this game live, I was wondering if Pink might have been cheating, but it looks like he was just doing a lot of scouting with his con, which is smart. So we're gonna keep an eye on him for a second here and just watch his perspective. I think he would have already found these other kings if he was cheating. And there's something that happens later in this game that actually made me think he actually wasn't cheating. So yeah, I don't think there's anything suspicious going on at this point. Maybe I was just a little bit biased since this player was Chinese. So my bad. Yeah, he's just scouting all the islands, so that's good. Good for him. And he hasn't found this king yet. He hasn't found this one, but he did pick up the one that his con scouted earlier. So good for Pink. He's gonna have quite a huge population advantage this game. And we'll see how that comes into play. Getting another age 3 landmark on this island. It's always good to split up your landmarks in different islands when you're on these water maps. Teal has a huge navy right now. I'm lucky he didn't fully pressure me here. I think I would have been destroyed possibly. He just had so many different ships. And he's now got his white tower up. But he does have 3 landmarks on the same island here, so that's kind of questionable. I mean, I had to end up putting my first 2 down here, which even that is not ideal. I think you want to probably put one on 4 different islands if you can manage it, just to keep yourself in the game as long as possible in these situations. But we do see a huge navy coming out now to pressure me, it looks like. So we'll see how we handle this. See what happens here. I do have a pretty decent navy. Nah, not really. I have a pretty small navy. Definitely haven't been focusing on it, trying to play defensive. I know there's only 2 other players left in the game, and I'm hoping they'll fight each other, but it doesn't look like that's the case. So we do see now Teal is coming in hot with a huge navy trying to destroy me. But I do now have a Zebek because I've rushed up to H4, so I have a big capital ship here. A couple of them. The first one's going down already. But I think Teal realized this is quite a powerful unit, and he's going to be losing a lot. I think he could have probably just kept going here. I don't know. This was kind of a question why he decided to pull back. Not sure. These aren't upgraded yet. They don't have any. I mean, actually, I don't think the Delhi capital ship gets any upgrades except for like the basic ones, like the armored hull, and the what's the other one? So I think with Delhi, maybe what you want to make, instead of just having these Zebeks, maybe you want to get the Springald ship to have the extra cannon. Because, yeah. They say Springald ships too, I don't know if that means, does that include the Zebek? I don't think so. I think the Springald ship is the Bagla, right? So I'm not sure, we'll have to look into that technology and try to figure it out. But I didn't get this upgrade, I think, because I thought it was just for the Bagla. But I think I actually probably wanted to get that because it's a bit cheaper to make that ship. Packs quite a bit of firepower. I think with those plus the explosive damage, you should be pretty good spot. Anyways, back to this game. Pink is spread out nice and easily across the map. There's still a couple of kings out here that haven't been scouted yet or haven't been picked up for whatever reason. Let's take a look at Pink's vision here. Select a player only. So he has scouted these. Maybe he just didn't want to pick up more king kills just yet. Yeah, he's definitely scouted this one now with this junk here. Maybe he can't kill this one. This one's pretty far inland with what he has now. So we'll see about that. And he probably doesn't want to be targeted too. He's already picked up a few kills. I don't have any, unfortunately. I've been trapped here. I haven't been able to push out. I've been having to play very defensively because Teal's been so aggressive with me. But we are the only one in H4, so we do have the technology advantage at least with the capital ship, and we're starting to try to get all of our upgrades. Okay, so we did pick up this kill here, so there's the only one remaining now, I believe, is this king. And Pink, Pink's, I mean, he's nowhere near. You can see he is Mongol, so it does show his full supply cap. He has 3 kills already, but he can't capitalize on that yet, of course, because obviously he's not boomed up enough. But as far as the scores go, it looks like Teal is a little bit behind me, so I've got the highest score, probably just because I'm in H4. So, but it's not as telling. So he has 113 supply, 100 eco, and 12 military. My eco's not so great. I've had to build a stronger military to fend off Teal, and Teal's very heavily invested on his military right now. So right now we're still kind of wedged here. I've been trying to send out scouting parties and get out of this corner, but I'm kind of trapped with Pink on this side, Teal on the other. I think this island is I'm gonna look at next. Hopefully, and start to expand there because we're gonna be running out of trees. On this little island, as you can see. I think I went with the wrong H4 landmark here. I know this one's good now, but I think on a water map, getting extra food is probably not important at all. So I should have probably just gone with the elephant landmark here. Didn't kind of thought about that in a little bit too late there, and I put it down, and it was like, oh wait a minute, I've got so much food. What am I gonna do with it? It's not important. And now I'm getting into trying to expand my to like other forests, and I've gotten trapped here by Pink, unfortunately. And I did kill a lot of his villas, I believe, that were here, but I just pissed him off probably, and it's not looking too good for me now. Pink does have a lot of, as we said, his economy was very strong, so he's going to be looking like the strongest player in this game right now, definitely. he's been able to expand successfully. I'm finally expanding here, getting another town center up, and a mosque over here, but getting my first relic of the game. And let's take a look at these bases here. So Teal also has one relic. He's got his Berkshire up here with his king inside. Looking pretty good on the sacred site. There are 2 sacred sites, I believe, on this map. One in the middle as well. Pink, on the other hand, here. He's building a lot of towers over here, and he's getting aggressive on me, so he's pushing into me. While Teal is also looking to do the same, potentially. A very powerful navy here. We've got Bao Chun's, the capital ship for the Mongols here. And I guess fortunately for me, Pink's army ran into Teal's army here, so this kind of saved me a lot of grief here that this happened. We do have quite a military here now. Most of all my military is at sea. We have some explosive ships, so we're able to push through and kind of destroy Pink a little bit there. But his economy is just so strong now. It's hard to. It's going to be hard to keep up. Teal is also pushing into Pink now. After fighting in there, they were kind of fighting over my corpse, if you want to call it that. I decided to evacuate my king as well. So meanwhile, I'm pushing over here to Pink's base, and I realize his king is over here in this outpost. So I'm trying to set up a little attack here, surround his king, but Teal's retreated. Most of the players seem to be playing pretty defensively here. The situation, obviously, in the three-way, tiebreaker. It's kind of hard to commit, but we do get trapped here, so we have to commit our boats. A little bit unfortunate, or we don't have. I don't think we have the full range upgrades, so our units are not able to, Well, maybe we do. Let me see here. Okay, I think we have all our upgrades, but I don't know. I guess my boats are just weaker than his. They don't have as much range, unfortunately. So we are getting cleaned up here. And then we're going to be overrun by Pink, but we do have a little thing set up here. So this is the reason here why I didn't think Pink was. I first suspected him cheating, getting all these king kills, but he was just out scouting the map, and then he didn't scout this, and he didn't stop that. So, but now we're getting kind of overrun here. I'm trying to ask for Teal for help. He's kind of coming into my base, overrunning everything with his strong economy. 2 landmarks there, 2 landmarks up here, but my whole naval fleet and ships have been destroyed. So things are looking pretty dire for me now. Let's go ahead and watch this from my perspective. It looks like Teal is setting up siege on Pink's base. He is actually helping me, which he did mention he was going to. I don't think he's paying too much attention where the king is, and I'm setting up shop here. Meanwhile, Pink has finally realized that I'm here, and I made a few rams because I knew I couldn't just get through these with my my elite men at arms here. But he only has a few villas, and fortunately, not as many emplacements as I was worried about just yet. So he has decided to run the king, and I think this is a huge mistake, probably the worst mistake Pink makes this game. I am Delhi, so I do have the force march sprint ability, and I am able to surround and snipe his king now. The problem is we've been completely destroyed on water, and even on land. You can see my supply is now 50 economy, 46 military to Teal, who's completely maxed out. And so I realized that I'm in a really dire position here. Teal maybe isn't too aware of it yet though, so he hasn't maybe realized how far back I am after Pink just completely destroyed me. And he's gonna come over and check it out. So things are not looking good, right? Like, we're pretty much dead. So I realized at this point, like, my only hope, my small hope is do like a king snipe or something, or landmark snipe, something like surprise attack that he doesn't see coming. I've landed some villas here, unfortunately, and found that he is on this island as well. So yeah, things are not looking great for us. We have no islands to escape to. I'm kind of moving my navy. I know I can't fight his army, his navy there, so I'm just gonna let him wreak havoc in my base. And we're not doing too well, but we do have a few possibilities. So one is we have this one transport ship with a few rams and elite men at arms in it. I believe we have one more transport ship, maybe. Here it comes. So we're gonna move some units into there probably, and send that one across as well. So, and we do have our navy here that's kind of coming in behind, sneaking around his navy. And we can see that he's still maxed out. I'm starting to, my military is getting stronger because I did have a bit of a bank here. But we did have to kind of sacrifice some of our navy there, unfortunately. He can't quite snipe my landmark. Looks like this one almost went down, but I don't think he could reach this one. And he realized it and backed up. So we'll see where his navy's going to go. Meanwhile, I'm trying to get over here because I know his king is in the Berkshire. I don't really have enough to snipe this though. But for some reason his military comes back this way. I don't know why he's moving back. What we're just looking at here. Maybe he's trying to cut off my docks on this side. Maybe he's realized I have a dock over here. But now I'm able to beach, and unfortunately our teal player, our opponent here, he hasn't identified the fact this is a relatively small army. He hasn't moved these villas. And now, even though I don't really have much left, he's surrendered because he's realized these rams are going to knock down the Berkshire. But honestly, I think all he had to do was send some navy down here, clean this up there, and pull his villas back to the Berkshire, and he would have been just completely fine. But because he didn't, he's going to be eliminated from the game. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.